I was just watching it and it blew my mind.
It's just that simple.
I understand hard times and I understand good times. And, in life, they have to come. You're going to have to deal with both of them because that's what life consists of, good times and bad times.
Hey, you have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh?
Right up front.
None on the back end, huh?
Well, I get money on the back end. That's for pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
But for the anything, you got to give me my money up front.
You got any exhibitions coming up soon?
During a live sit-down with Stephen A. Smith, Mike Tyson didn't mince words when the conversation turned to Floyd Mayweather. Tyson took aim at Mayweather's attitude, labeling him overly cocky and suggesting he may not be as financially secure as he appears. Tyson made it clear he has little patience for what he sees as Mayweather's conduct, saying Mayweather seems completely wrapped up in himself and out of touch with the real world. In Tyson's view, that kind of mindset doesn't just rub people the wrong way, it actively hurts how Mayweather will be remembered. The former heavyweight champion stressed that achievements in the ring don't justify a lack of humility or self-awareness. He also pointed out that constantly putting the spotlight on personal wealth and acting self-important isn't the same thing as genuine greatness. The moment immediately sparked strong reactions, with many fans stunned by how blunt Tyson was. And from Tyson's perspective, true respect is earned through the way a fighter carries themselves outside of competition, not only through wins and titles. His remarks added even more fuel to the already tense relationship between the two boxing legends, reigniting public discussion and driving even more attention from the media.
Movie star. He was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Mike Tyson couldn't help but laugh when he gave his take on Floyd Mayweather's most recent exhibition match. As he watched Floyd step in with a much larger cruiserweight, Tyson looked both surprised and amused. He questioned why Mayweather would even agree to face someone that big, saying it didn't add up and felt more like a gimmick than a serious bout. Tyson admitted Mayweather made it through the night, but he also warned him not to repeat something like that. Still chuckling, he said Floyd should keep these exhibitions limited to opponents closer to his own size if he plans to continue doing them. From Tyson's point of view, the fight didn't deliver much energy or urgency. He even floated the idea of Mayweather facing Manny Pacquiao again, arguing that would at least be a real test instead of a lopsided matchup against a much heavier fighter. Tyson also noted that Mayweather didn't force the cruiserweight to work the way an active fighter normally would. He said there was no real pressure, no consistent push, and no attempt to make it competitive, just a performance. Overall, Tyson made it clear he saw the whole event as pointless and unnecessary. And while he still acknowledges Mayweather's accomplishments, Tyson doesn't see the value in exhibitions like this unless there's something meaningful behind them.
Seen the fight yesterday, champ?
The exhibition?
Exhibition. Facts. Super facts. It was, yep, the exhibition.
This exhibition. I think Floyd should keep on trying. I don't think he should fight a fucking cruiserweight, but I think he should continue fighting guys his weight. What the fuck is he doing, okay?
That was crazy. He did it. He got past it. Don't try it no more. And move on to something different. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Fight Pacquiao again or something. Keep in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because that was a
He should have, now that we're thinking now.
Stephen A. Smith was blunt when he addressed Floyd Mayweather's string of exhibition bouts. He said flat out that the people Floyd has been facing aren't on a level where they should even be sharing the ring with him. Regardless of whether Floyd technically considers himself retired or not, Smith also pushed back on the fantasy that Mayweather can simply show up and overwhelm anyone just because of his reputation. He explained that boxing doesn't work like a scripted story where the big name automatically wins with no real challenge. In his view, Believing Floyd can dominate any opponent purely off name recognition is completely unrealistic. He added that if Mayweather is going to keep doing these exhibitions, it should be for one reason only: the paycheck. Smith argued Floyd shouldn't be approaching these fights as if they are going to protect, enhance, or add something meaningful to his legacy. To Smith, the problem is that many of these opponents don't have the ability, experience, or credentials to make the matchups feel legitimate, which makes the whole thing come across as unnecessary. Instead of strengthening Mayweather's career history, Smith believes these appearances do the opposite, making it look like Floyd is simply chasing the spotlight. And in Smith's opinion, Mayweather would have been better off stepping away completely while his legacy still felt unquestionable.
Deserves to be in a ring with you, even if you are retired, even if it is for exhibition purposes. This is not a movie. This is not Rocky III, where Rocky is going against Thunderbolt, who that was his name, or Hulk Hogan.
Mike Tyson didn't try to hide his irritation after hearing Floyd Mayweather once again declare himself the greatest fighter of all time. Mayweather has repeatedly suggested that even icons like Muhammad Ali and Tyson himself don't measure up to what he's accomplished, something Tyson strongly rejects. To Tyson, those kinds of statements aren't just confident, they cross the line into pure arrogance. He's said before that Floyd seems overly consumed with himself, and he viewed these latest comments as more proof of that same oversized ego. Tyson responded harshly, calling Mayweather a fearful man who's trapped in his own fantasy world. He explained that Floyd appears obsessed with maintaining an image built around flawlessness, an unbeaten record, a perfect reputation, and constant displays of wealth. But Tyson believes that approach has caused Mayweather to lose sight of what boxing is really about. In his view, the sport is supposed to be rooted in respect, legacy, and humility, not just numbers on paper or money in the bank. Tyson made it clear he isn't denying Mayweather's skill. He acknowledged Floyd's talent, but argued that true greatness goes beyond wins and statistics. It also depends on the level of competition you faced, how you conducted yourself, and what kind of lasting influence you left behind. He also said Mayweather needs to come back down to earth and stop acting like he exists on a tier above legends like Ali. Tyson believes those comparisons aren't just inaccurate, they are disrespectful, and they come from insecurity rather than truth. And while Tyson's reaction sounded angry, he made it clear it was also rooted in disappointment. From his perspective, Mayweather has already achieved enough to be respected without question. But by constantly bragging and brushing aside the fighters who came before him, Tyson believes Floyd is damaging how serious boxing fans, and even fellow legends, view him.
Is Ali the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights? Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name.
What do you think about Floyd talking about greater than Ali?
He's very delusional. If he was anywhere near that realm of greater than Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself.
There you go.
Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. And he's talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Mike Tyson also took a moment to give Floyd Mayweather some straightforward guidance, especially about how often Floyd ends up in headlines for showing off his money. Tyson said he understands that Mayweather probably deals with a lot of negativity, and some of it may come from people resenting his success or reacting to how loudly he puts his wealth on display. But Tyson warned that constantly flexing can do more harm than good because it can turn people away over time. He explained that real friendships matter, and if Floyd keeps prioritizing his image and lifestyle over genuine relationships, he could eventually find himself surrounded by nobody. Tyson stressed that true friends aren't only there for the good moments. They are the ones who stay close when things go wrong and life gets difficult. He suggested Mayweather would be better off putting more energy into keeping sincere people in his corner, rather than trying to impress everyone watching from the outside. Tyson's message wasn't meant as an attack, just a blunt reality check. In his eyes, loyalty and real bonds will always be worth more than any flashy purchase or public attention.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world. You know, it's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about, and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have.
For a long time, 50 Cent was considered one of Floyd Mayweather's tightest friends. Their relationship looked solid from the outside, and Floyd trusted him enough to put him in charge of his promotion company while he was serving time in jail. That kind of responsibility showed just how close they were. But once Floyd was released, things reportedly took a turn. Problems started when Floyd was said to have refused to repay 50 Cent for money he had previously put into the promotion business. What had been a friendship built on loyalty and trust quickly shifted into a very public fallout, driven by financial conflict and feelings of betrayal that as the situation played out, it gave the impression that Floyd began placing money ahead of the people around him. The way it was handled made it seem like he believed wealth could solve anything, or even replace real relationships that in the end, he severed ties with someone who had once been one of his closest allies, all over business and money. And to many, it didn't look like an isolated incident. It created the sense that when finances entered the picture, Floyd was willing to cut people off without hesitation. It's unfortunate, because friendships like that are rare. But when money becomes a priority, trust and loyalty can disappear quickly. And in this case, Floyd's decisions became an example of how fame and wealth can change the way someone values the people who stood by them early on.
He said something to me one time, very simple. He said, "What a prize fighter fight for?" And I'm like, and he said, "The prize." So it's okay for you to watch the fight. Don't nobody watch Floyd fight to see how amazing he is. They watch it for the opportunity to see him lose.
Right.
Because they don't like him. They don't like him because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no, like the people's champ, like Ali was standing for the same things.
Right.
The audience was standing for. You know, he doesn't have any of that. It's just money. You know what I'm saying? And that, he knows you don't like him.
50 Cent also started opening up about what was really going on between him and Floyd Mayweather, suggesting their relationship had been tense for a while. As he spoke about it, he brought up something surprising involving Mike Tyson. According to 50, Tyson once told him that he couldn't stand Mayweather, and that he had even thought about stepping in the ring with him at one point. Given Tyson's reputation for saying exactly what's on his mind, 50 implied this wasn't a one-time comment, but something Tyson had brought up more than once. That detail adds even more weight to the already complicated history between the two boxing legends. Tyson's issues with Floyd have been talked about for years, and hearing this story only adds more fuel to the idea that there's real tension between them, with Mayweather's bigger-than-life image constantly on display and Tyson's blunt, no-nonsense personality. It's easy to see why their worlds have never meshed smoothly.
This is some real shit. Mike Tyson called me. Floyd was getting ready to go to jail. We at the M Casino. Mike Tyson said, "Come here, let me talk to you for a second." 50, he pulled me outside the door. The nigga pushed the door, then the door opened, he came outside, he said, "Yo, I used to hate that nigga." The nigga voice changed, it got deep. You know how Mike Tyson is like, yeah, he all the way up here, Tim. He all the way up here. This nigga said, yo, I used to hate that nigga. I said, oh shit, look, I'm like this, look. So I'm sitting there going, I got to fight this nigga, right? I'm thinking I might have to fight this nigga. He said, look at this shit, 50. I'm in a fucking Cadillac, right? He pointed to a fucking Cadillac. It was, the shit was fly, it was a Cadillac truck. Yeah. But to Mike, the shit was some bullshit because it was a Cadillac, right? He going, look at me, 50, I'm in a fucking Cadillac. He said, yo, I broke my TV every time that nigga fought.
Mike Tyson has never denied Floyd Mayweather's ability as a fighter, and has even given him credit for the remarkable career he put together. But when it comes to Floyd is outside the ropes, Tyson sees things very differently. Tyson has said he respects Mayweather's skill inside the ring, yet he takes issue with the way Floyd presents himself publicly, especially the non-stop bragging and the heavy emphasis on money. In Tyson's opinion, that kind of behavior doesn't represent what boxing is supposed to be about. He also made the point that while Mayweather's fortune is obvious, it doesn't define what he accomplished as a boxer. During one honest discussion, Tyson admitted that this is the part of Floyd he struggles with the most still. Tyson acknowledged something important. Regardless of their personal differences, Mayweather's commitment to the sport is real. He explained that even after retiring, Floyd never truly stopped training. Tyson described it as if the gym was still Mayweather's home, showing that boxing remained a daily part of his life. And even with the tension between them, Tyson's words made it clear he respects that level of discipline. He recognized Mayweather as one of the best and credited his success to the work he consistently put in. Tyson also pointed out that reaching that kind of greatness isn't possible without total dedication, and Mayweather's constant focus on training is what separates him from most fighters, even if Tyson doesn't always agree with how Floyd chooses to live and act outside of boxing.
Is Floyd overrated, or is he one of the best ever?
He's one of the best.
What is it about him?
What's so great about Floyd?
What is the thing?
The gym.
Yeah, just works.
Mike Tyson also had positive things to say about Floyd Mayweather's showing against Conor McGregor. He gave Floyd credit for the level of skill and strength he displayed, especially considering he had already stepped away from professional boxing. Tyson respected the fact that Mayweather, even at an older age and no longer active in the sport, was still able to return to the ring and clearly take control. He pointed out how well Floyd handled incoming shots and how accurately he responded, showing that his timing and sharpness was still there. He also praised Mayweather's conditioning and the way he managed the fight from start to finish, which stood out even more because McGregor was known for his striking ability. In Tyson's eyes, that performance was another reminder of Floyd's intelligence as a boxer and the greatness he could still show even after retirement.
Never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Conor's a beast. Conor's a beast.
Think about, no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star? See, people ain't look at people just want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did when he fought against it.
Floyd Mayweather used to just stand in front of the back, right? Just like that, 40 minutes, throw a couple hooks.
George Foreman too. He'd hit the bag. Boom. That's how he works out, getting sweat.
He used to break the bags though.
Yeah.
He used to knock them down.
Heavy puncher.
The heaviest?
Yeah.
See, I thought that was you.
Nah, he is. I can't match somebody's powers who's that big and that much mass. You know, the only thing that allowed me to be excited because I threw it faster than the other guys.
More explosive. How did you explode like that? Was that natural?
No, nothing's natural. I was nothing about me natural. Only my desire to win was natural. I had a great teacher.
Did he instill that desire in you, your coach?
No, only you can do that.
Yeah.
You're born with it and somebody can elicit it out of you.
Floyd Mayweather has openly shown respect for Mike Tyson, recognizing him as a trailblazer who helped shape the path for fighters like himself. He often refers to Tyson as a true legend and a champion who left a mark on the sport. At the same time, Floyd makes it clear that the landscape of boxing has changed. In his view, the era of past legends has passed, and now it's his time. He believes his undefeated record, business savvy, and dominance in the ring have established a new benchmark for greatness. Even Gervonta Tank Davis, a fighter Floyd has guided, has suggested that Mayweather struggles with letting anyone else outshine him. According to Tank, Floyd wants to remain the focal point and feels uneasy when others threaten to surpass his legacy. This reveals both Floyd's confidence in the competitive dynamics that exist even among those in his inner circle. While Floyd respects fighters like Tyson, he does so only up to a certain point. He often responds to criticism by questioning why people are so invested in his actions and lifestyle. From his perspective, the scrutiny is unnecessary, especially since he doesn't meddle in anyone else's affairs. He sees much of the attention as stemming from envy or fixation rather than genuine concern. Ultimately, Floyd prioritizes living life on his own terms. He expects others to respect that freedom, just as he extends the same courtesy to let people live their own lives without interference.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my fucking business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane, I ain't gonna fuck with nobody, and I don't want nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? You know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I'd take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm gonna go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made all motherfucking day.
Floyd Mayweather's car collection reflects his taste for extreme luxury, with an estimated total value around $40 million. At the top of his garage is the ultra-rare Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, valued at $4.8 million, one of only 2 ever made. His lineup also features several Bugatti variants in a variety of colors: red, black, silver, and white, each priced between $1.4 million and $3.5 million. Mayweather adds to that with a Bugatti Chiron, which comes in at roughly $3.50 million. That the collection doesn't stop there. He owns multiple Bentleys, including the Mulsanne, as well as several Rolls-Royce Phantoms, some customized with his iconic money logo. He's known to buy the same model in different colors, creating coordinated fleets of all-white or all-black vehicles at his homes. Mayweather has admitted he doesn't drive every car himself, acknowledging it's impossible to use them all. His extravagance extends beyond cars. For example, he reportedly purchased a $20 million New York City property as a Christmas gift for his 3-year-old grandson. These purchases highlight not only his love for luxury, but also his desire to display his wealth in bold, public ways.
Floyd Mayweather's rarest cars. First, we have his Bugatti Veyron 16-4. This one's going for about $1 million. His Ferrari Enzo going for about $2 million. His Lamborghini Murcielago going for about $500,000. His Bentley Mulsanne going for about $300K. He owns at least 29 Rolls-Royce Phantoms, and each of these start at about $450,000. He also has a Bentley golf cart going for about $30,000. And lastly, we have his Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. This one's going for about $5 million.
Floyd Mayweather addresses his critics by highlighting the life he's built and the accomplishments he's achieved. From high-end cars to sprawling homes, jewelry, and immense wealth, he feels no obligation to justify himself to anyone, but he believes that people either take inspiration from his success or react with envy. Showcasing his collection of Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, and a Maybach, he openly embraces the lifestyle he earned through dedication and hard work that, as he puts it, you either motivate it or you hate it. For Floyd, it's a matter of perspective. He proudly identifies as the money man and refuses to apologize for living life on his own terms.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, money man. I'm the money man. Remember that.
That wraps up today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for the next one.